Hey guys, it's MongolianMindset, and we're gonna be helping one of our members today find their personality type. We'll just be asking you questions, man. You don't have to go into any traumas, anything you don't feel comfortable with. But what you do say we will use to find your best fit type, man. From there, you can ask us any questions afterwards, anything like that. Can you introduce yourself?
My name is Sohail. Well, I study mechanics for nearly 2 years now, and I'm 18 years old, and, uh, and yeah, I think I live in the UK as well. But yeah, I think-
Hey, man. Oh, so you say you study mechanic, man. What got you into mechanic? Like, what do you like about that?
what do I like about it? Well, my father does mechanic. I'm when I'm born, or the day I'm born, I used to watch my father doing mechanic and fixing cars, fixing the engines. Well, I got interested in it. I see it as my backup plan though. Like I don't see it as my like fully uh fully plan that I wanna do. It's just a backup plan, but I have plan for myself for side hustles for businesses that I want to do in the future. But yeah, I've just got interested in it because it's the easiest thing that I want to do because I'm very familiar with it. I was
Hmm.
doing IT, but my teacher wasn't good, so I just said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna do mechanic because it's the second most my favorite thing, my most favorite thing to do." So yeah, that's why.
Okay. So what do you want to be remembered for as a person, man?
Remember, it's mm, oh, that's a tricky question. Mm, I want to be remembered for the for the best, for the most providing man I could be in my bloodline. For the most providing for the family, I want to be remembered for most helpful for the family, for my kids as well, for my wife, for my own family, for my mother and father. Yeah, I want to be remembered for that.
Okay. Okay. What do you think is something that separates you from the next person?
From the next person, you mean my friends?
Yeah.
Okay. The way the way I hurt their feelings, like, oh my god, that's the way I argue about something. Like for example, they say something I don't agree with. I straight away say, nah, that's wrong, bro. That's wrong. I
Hmm.
think this is the most correct way to do this or do that. For example, let me give you a good example. I don't remember exactly. There was an example. Wait, let me see. Don't like me. One time, yeah. So one time I was with one of my friends. I know him for like 7 years, 6, 7 years. So I'm very comfortable around him. I know him for a long time. So I'm the real me when I'm with him. I'm so real with him. Whenever he says something I don't agree with, I straight away just he says like, bro, I feel bad today. I don't want to go gym. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. I'm like, bro, you're lazy as fuck, bro. You're so lazy. You don't want to do this. Why are you so lazy? He says, bro, I'm not lazy. I feel bad today. I feel depressed. I don't want to do this. I'm like, bro, you just stupid. He says, nah, bro, I'm not stupid. I don't know, man. But there's a good thing I can't remember though. There's a good one I can't remember. I have to remember. I have to remember.
That's all good, man. We're going to the next one, man. Where you see yourself in the next 10 years, man? 10, 15?
Next 10 years. Well, I have planned for next year. I have planned for okay, next 10 years. You used to ask next 5 to 10 years, but okay, 10 years. Uh,
Switch it up.
in the next 5 years, I will have yeah. I'll be doing my mechanic as a something that I really want. I'm studying now. In 5 years, I'm gonna be 23 to 24 years old. So I would I'm reading books, everything. So I hate reading books. I just have to read because uh to get my intelligence higher to learn about everything that I can. So I'm gonna be knowing a lot of stuff in next 5 years. I'm gonna be knowing a lot of stuff. I'm gonna be knowing fully about mechanic as well.
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing in the next 2 to 3 years. I'm gonna be doing wrestling as well. I go gym right now for gaining a strength, for getting stronger, and then I'm gonna do wrestling. So in 10 years, I'll be knowing how to wrestle very well, and I'll be in that time. I will maybe getting married as well. So I don't know, but yeah,
That's interesting. Man, do you have like a dream or a goal or anything that you're trying to achieve, anything?
goal. Oh my God, a lot of goals. Uh, I don't know if you like this, but I would say anyway. You see, people in my age, they love Andrew Tate, right? They love Andrew Tate. They admire him. They'll be like, "Oh, Andrew Tate, he has Bugatti. He's rich. He's strong. He's
Mm-hmm.
disciplined. His mindset, everything." Well, I'm not saying I want to be exactly like him, but I want to be exactly how the way he lives, the life he has.
Mm-hmm.
He's disciplined. He's strong. Because when you wanna like when you're a man, you basically have to be strong. You need to be the best version of yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm trying to say that my goal is I want to be the best version of myself, the
Mm-hmm.
best version of my bloodline, the best I could be in
Mm-hmm.
everything.
Okay. Okay. Shelly, you got anything?
Yeah, what are some things that stress you out and how do you respond to stress?
Stress. Oh, stress. Stress. I mean, before I talked to you guys, I was a bit feeling stressed, but I don't know if that's stress. That's a bit excitement. Some kind of excitement. I can't guess between excitement and stress. So, but stress. Well, mm, when I feel trapped, when I feel like I don't know something, when I'm when I think that there's something off, or when I think when I don't know something, when I'm not familiar with something, I would be feeling stressed because I want to find out what that is. I want to calculate what exactly that is. The system that I'm not familiar of is very hard for me to understand. So I would try to get as soon as possible. But yeah, I think um, something like that.
Man, awesome. Um, like if you could have any dream job, man, what would it be and why?
Dream job, one job,
One job.
and could it be anything? Like, for
Anything. No
example,
restrictions, man.
anything.
No restrictions.
Well, I wish I could be a YouTuber. YouTuber for like not YouTuber for vlogs. Like I just go out to talk about my life, talk about the future, the discipline. Have you seen David Goggins? Like he
Yes,
he
yes,
runs.
yeah.
He talks like he just gives you advice, everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just want to talk to people. I just want to talk about how life is. Well, I make money from her as well. I make everything, but I don't care about the money in that moment because you say any job, anything. But yeah, I don't think. Does the money matter?
Mm-hmm.
Does the money matter? Like,
I don't think the money matters, man.
okay,
I think it's all about what makes you happy, right? Like what, like
happiness. Well, happy. I'll do anything, bro. I don't care about that. But yeah, I think YouTube, something like make content creators. That's my second thing I want to do.
Hmm.
Business, the business like I was thinking about making a website, selling some
Oh, you like
clones,
clones?
or yeah, I love
Cl-
it.
What's your
Clones
favorite
cl-
like
one?
Clones of what? You?
for now I have Ultra Mail,
Ultra Mail. I
one
like Ultra
million.
Mail.
Yeah, Ultra Mail, 1 million. Dear Savage Elixir. Uh, well, I don't wanna I don't wanna say that, but like I wanna make my own brand. You get what I mean? But yeah.
Do you follow Jeremy Fragrance?
Oh yeah, of course. Of course.
He's a clone of Victor. I love Victor, man. Victor's like
Yeah, I
my
love
favorite
him, but
ENTP.
he's
Victor's
just
my favorite
crazy.
ENTP by far. In the group, out of all those, my favorite ENTP. But yeah, man. So what got you into Cologne?
Clone, I just I wasn't into clone. I just start smelling them. Oh, I just found them interesting. I just start finding them interesting. I don't really say anything very the reasonable why I like them, but I just start liking them for I don't even know why.
Dude,
Just the smell, the creativity it has, the art it has. It's just amazing, you know.
I love Creative Vintage. That's my favorite. That's my cologne I wear every day.
Yeah, I tried
Huh.
the spice. I like the spicy ones though.
The spicy one?
Yeah, yeah. I don't know what it's called, but it has some spice in it as well. I think it's the black one.
Uh, um,
Yeah.
I love Creative Vintage, man. I get so many compliments on that shit all the time when I go out.
Oh my god.
Everybody's like, "Oh man, you smell so good." I'm like, "Yeah, bitch, it's $400 cologne."
Oh man.
$400 fucking cologne. I better fucking smell good with the motherfucker on. What do you
Yeah.
think is something you're trying to work on, man?
What am I trying to work on?
Yeah.
On
What
side
thing?
hustles.
Huh?
Well,
Like
sorry,
what
could
are
you
you
repeat that
trying to
again?
work on as a person? Like what are your like goals to work on? Like if you're like, okay, this year I'm gonna attack this about myself. Like what would that be for you?
Hmm. Uh, I'm sorry, I didn't understand the question.
So
I'm sorry.
like what is something that you want to work on about yourself?
About myself. Oh,
Yeah.
that's a great question. My communication, because in English, I think I'm really bad at what explaining what's in my mind. I want to like fully learn how to express and explain very perfectly the words that I want to use. Sometimes I want to use a word, but I don't know how to say it. It's just so annoying.
Hmm.
I want to learn how to speak very well. I want to know psychology. That's why I got onto MBTI. Well, MBTI, I got familiar with it last year.
Hmm.
No, 2 years ago. But I was just knowing that about like only I just liked that about like the stereotypes, like INTJs are strategic,
Strategic.
flipping, yeah, it's strategic. You get what I mean? Like
Yeah.
they're strategic thinkers,
Hmm.
this and that. But yeah, I just knew about that. But now I watched your videos. Your videos are great. I watched your videos and I learned about MBTI very, a lot more. I could like
Go out and see the
be,
real world. You can go out and
yeah,
see it happen, man. It's I always find it interesting when I'm out. Like people just be talking to me or like anything, and my brain just instantly starts thinking like, "Oh, this person's this type," and then like it just like the interaction
yeah.
was better with that
You can
person.
just do it subconsciously, I think, because you have typed a lot of people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's fun though, man. It's fun to see how it plays out.
I know. It's very fun. I want
Yeah,
to learn that as well. I want to try my best to learn that. I want to get those books, to Linda Barron's books.
I
Can't lie,
mean,
but
yeah,
I'm
you
lazy.
get them, but I did in the videos I did break them down so like you don't
Hmm.
actually need to get them if you watch those videos, and I will be like if I will be uploading like the
Yeah,
PowerPoint,
PDF.
yeah, and all that stuff. So,
Okay.
um, but yeah, man, like what does life mean to you? If you had
Life.
like an overall overarching theme for your life, what would it be?
Sometimes my view just changes every time. So once I
It's so good.
Oh yeah, I think you know my type now.
Yeah, we already agree,
But
man.
uh,
Yeah.
every time I look at life, sometimes as a competition, sometimes I see life as a chessboard. I see it like a chessboard. I want to like I plan everything in the future. I want to see like, oh, this guy wants to do that, so I have to plan for what is he gonna do in that moment. You get what I mean?
Hmm.
But sometimes I get very, very strict in getting myself disciplined. I read, I start reading like books for 3 hours straight at the nighttime. I, I, I force myself to do something. I, my mom sometimes comes in my room and she watches me. I'm reading books. She's like, "What the fuck is he doing? He was he was going out every day a few days ago. Now he's sitting here reading book." It's so like weird to them. I change very quick. But yeah, but I want to be consistent. I want to be doing one thing. It's very hard for me to stay in one position. Like when I'm reading books, I can't read only one. I start reading other books as well every time. It's just so annoying. But I've watched C.S. Joseph. He told me he was like, no, he didn't told me. Sorry, I watched his videos. He said if you for like people who read books and can't focus on one book, you just have to naturally read other books at the same time. Is
Hmm.
better for you. Some people can focus very easily on one book. Some people can focus on multiple books. It's just your nature.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that's true though. I don't know.
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, I would say reading itself is good. So if you're reading at all, that's going to be good and it's going to help you.
Yeah.
I'm a one book type of person. I'm a
Yeah.
one page to the end of the page,
I
to the
wish I
next
could be
one.
like you.
Because once I start doing that, I'm bouncing too many ideas,
Yeah.
and like a lot of time for me to make to remember like a concept or something, because I'm trying to
Yeah.
make the big like concept like remember it like as a system or something. So I try to
Mm.
connect it to something I've seen in life or something that I've experienced or something like I missed in life or something. Like if I'm reading like a self-help book, there's a lesson
Yeah.
in it that I'm like, damn, I missed that when I was 7. It's like, and I'm like, oh, that's, and then like my brain makes that connection. It's like, okay, I won't make that mistake again. You know, it's kind of like,
All
so
right.
that's why I like to like read one at a time because then I'm like, I don't know, it's like I guess my NI is like synthesizing it. But if I read like
Yeah.
multiple books, then it's like it's stretching me out too much. But you're good at that, man. Like your personality type is
Mm.
good at like, a lot of shit at one time. Mine is not. Get overwhelmed. Get
Yeah.
overwhelmed.
Yeah, no, but yeah, just my whole books are about self-improvement. I don't have any books that are about stories about I find that boring to be honest. I have to
Yeah.
be interested in the topic that I really want to read, but
Mhm.
yeah. Wait one
Yeah, man.
second. That's now. Yeah.
So, so can you describe yourself as a child?
As a child, oh, I was oh my God, I was my parents always tell me about my past. They say like I was very special. So they say like, oh, you were very intelligent as a child. You were very. They calling me annoying. They were like, oh, you were very annoying. You could just annoy us very well. You were very energetic. You were very smart. I don't know, just that stuff. I think. But yeah, I used to go gymnastic when I was like
Mhm.
5, 5, 6 years old. Then I
Mhm.
stopped after 2, 3 years. And yeah, I don't know why I didn't continue. I think it's because my coach was well, I don't remember, but it was about my coach, I remember. But yeah, I stopped it. But I was very energetic. I was very curious. Oh yeah, I didn't give a fuck about school. I didn't really care. I was just sitting in the school. The teacher was like, "Oh, you have to do this, you have to do that." I was just copying his face expressions when he was like telling me. I was like, "Yeah, you have to do this, you have to do that." I was like, I was doing that.
Mhm.
I was copying him. I was like, nah, I don't care what you're telling me to do, bro. Like, don't tell me what to do, man. If I if I don't want to do it, then I don't see why you're trying to force me. But yeah, I didn't care if he was telling me do this, do that. I'm like, I don't care, bro. And my parents were telling me like, why you don't listen to your teacher? I'm like, The teacher is stupid himself. He doesn't know how to treat his students right. He doesn't know how to teach the students. So my parents are like, oh, you're so rude. You're so rude. You just say whatever is in your mouth. I'm like, well, come on, it's the truth, man. You don't want to see. You don't want to hear the truth. Yeah.
Yeah. Shirley, what are you thinking?
Yeah, I mean, I was just asking questions for fun at this point.
Oh, go for it. Go for it. Keep going. I know you're conducting your research here.
What are some things that make you angry that other people do?
Oh, angry. When they're close-minded, people who's close-minded, I just hate it so much. Oh my God. Like, for example, I'm talking about religion to someone who's a bit religious, and I'm religious myself. I'm not saying I don't believe in nothing. I don't believe in God. I do believe in God, and I think it's a very good thing to believe in. Some people, I don't see it bad if somebody doesn't, as long as they're trying to attack the people who believe in religion. But what I'm trying to say is, what was I going to say? Oh, like the religion that the guy was really interested, he really focused in, it closes his mind. I'm trying to like tell him, bro, have you ever thought about this theory like time travel or aliens? This is an example. I didn't talk about that, but is basically a theory I was talking about to him, and he's very religious. He doesn't believe in the theory that I said. I didn't say believe in it, but I'm like, bro, just hear me out. Stop acting like the face expression he makes or the body language he makes. I just can see he hates the thing I'm talking about to him, the theory that I'm talking about, because he's very close-minded and he only thinks about his own religion. I'm not saying don't be religious. I'm saying be religious, but keep your ears open. Like perceive the other ideas, everything to your mind. Like I don't see why you don't like it. You don't do it. We're here to learn. We're here to understand everything. So yeah.
So, how do you behave when you get angry with people like that are close to you?
How'd I behave? I start annoying them. I start being very.
Passive aggressive.
I start being very. When they make a small mistake when they're talking, I start pointing that mistake and just annoy them because I know it's gonna annoy them so much. Yeah, and yeah, it depends who I'm angry at though. Who's the person that I'm gonna get angry at? It depends. But yeah, that's the most general thing that I just said. But yeah.
Okay, sorry.
Good.
Okay, what are the top 3 things that are wrong with humanity?
Top 3, that's a lot.
You meant
Ask his
top 3?
personality. Fucking 3.
Top 3.
Just give us one, man. Give us one.
Oh, come on.
Come on. Be here all
Wrong
day.
with humanity. Okay. Well, the system we're living in. The system that we're living in, like the people are so, as I said before, closed-minded. They just try to follow one system that is very stupid and just follow that. They don't want to break through. They don't want to make it very, I don't know, man. I call them stupid as well. They get offended. I'm like, bro, fix that. I'm trying to help you. I don't know, maybe it's the way I say it to them it gets them upset, but I'm trying to fix that. Trying to fix that problem. But yeah.
So you think the one thing that's wrong with people is that they follow the system?
They follow the system that is could be wrong, could be better, could be easier to do, but they're just doing it anyway. And they go high ego, they go very high ego that they don't listen. Their ears are closed. When I tell them to do something is better, is easier to follow, if the process that is easy, they just like how can I say that word? Basically, they just do it anyway, and I tell them they don't understand what I'm trying to say to them. But no, I just said it. I said it wrong. Well, let me say that again. So they they follow a system that, for example, is unnecessary. One step is unnecessary, and they do it because they've been doing it before. They've been doing it before and they just repeat it. They don't skip that step.
Mm-hmm.
For example, in mechanic, I was I was changing the brake pads for the car. One guy, he just started to. One guy, he didn't start it. I think it was for 2 years. Yeah, he had experience more than me for like 2 3 years, and he
Mm-hmm.
was changing the brake pad. He did basically. He was taking off the brake pad. Then I told him, bro, you don't have to take it that way. You just have to use a screwdriver to take off. You take using your hands, bro. It's very hard for you. Just do that. He's like, no, this is the better way. This is the easiest way. It's gonna damage the brake pad. I'm like, bro, you're changing it anyway. So why do you care, bro? You're gonna put it in a bin. He's like, oh yeah, yeah, you're right. I'm like, oh my god. And then I call them stupid. They're like, no, bro, I'm very smart.
Yeah. Last question. What's something you feel insecure about in your own personality?
Insecure. I have a lot about my personality.
Mm-hmm. Like
Yeah,
what?
My
like yourself.
my personality or my my body, myself,
Your body, yourself, like your personality. Like, what do you think
my
is like
personality.
something
Well,
you struggle?
I have a lot of insecurities. I'm not gonna lie. Everyone has insecurities, but the way I talk is just the 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 first thing that I want to improve and I feel insecure
Mhm.
about. I have to improve that. Well, but even when I get better, I want to get better and better. I want to get higher and higher. I don't even everyone tell me, bro, it's good. You the way you are is just good. I don't see why you want to keep improving it. I'm like, bro, I want to reach the perfection or reach the highest potential as I can. Yeah, every insecurities, I want to just turn them off. I want to break them.
All righty.
Okay,
All right, so
Rita,
man, so we're gonna go ahead
where
and
do you
give
go
you a
first?
personality type. Oh, why is my camera like acting up today? What the fuck is going on with that? So we got your personality type, man.
For a
You
while.
very interesting. I found it funny that you hate closed-minded people. I mean, and
We,
that's generally a any thing, that they're opposing you. So you're gonna have a problem with them, right? Because with us being closed-minded, we kind of like shrinking down your options, and obviously, you like to have options open. Okay,
Yeah.
you like to explore the possibility of things. So you're an any user, man. Um, you talk about things from a systematic point of view, not that you really like following systems, but you look at things from a systematic point of view. You talk about, struggling to follow a routine. You talk about like when you read a book, you got to read like several books at one time.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Yeah, so with that being said, we got to hit you with the starter. Okay, so that's gonna be informative, initiating, process oriented. You seem to be very process journey focused. Um, and you're a TI user, and I mean you're pragmatic. You're talking about you didn't really
How?
give a shit
Where
about
did I use
school.
Ti? Where did I use Ti? Can you tell me?
Shit, man, I don't even remember, but um, I didn't even write it down because I was laughing at your ass so much. But,
Okay.
but you're initiating progression, movement, whatever you want to call it. So you're a starter, and you're pragmatic. So there's only two types there. There's ESFP and ENTP, and you look at things from a systematic point of view.
Mm,
So you are an ENTP, and it's kind of funny
okay.
because the people that you follow or whatnot, the two people you name drop, David Goggins,
Yeah, they're NTPs. I know.
ENTP, and Andrew Tate's also ENTP.
Oh my god. Yeah.
It
Yeah. I
makes
watched.
sense that you would follow them because what they say will work for you. You know, it's weird that people like generally tend to follow people that have the same personality type as themselves. Like if you're on social media and it's one friend like posting the same guy or whatever, you're like, oh, they got a similar personality type, and that's the reason why they're posting that person so much.
Yeah. I was thinking, but the way I speak, because I watched your video you just uploaded about I forgot the three things
Oh, the core.
the core. Yeah. I watched the video and you were saying, I think it was your friend Christian. Yeah, Christian was saying if when you're speaking another language, the personality goes based on the system, the way you speak. The way you speak, like for example, a different language, you speak when your own language, you speak the system that everyone speaks. I don't want to go in too much details, but you get what I mean, don't you?
Yeah.
So yeah, I thought maybe my type is gonna be maybe intj or something else because I'm gonna be very more responding because I'm more informative in my own language.
Yeah.
Very much more informative.
Yeah,
But
well, you
yeah,
can pick it out because I mean, to us, like we've been doing it so well, so long that like
yeah,
little subtle things, like you say, I hate closed-minded people. All right, this guy's an end user, or I read a ton of books at one time. Okay, obviously this guy likes to,
any yeah,
any user, So it's like little things like that, and you couple that with the interaction styles. Like I can easily see that
okay,
you're looking at things from a systematic point of view. No matter what you talked about, it was always from like a systematic point of view. It wasn't like or what's the interest behind it or what are you getting out of it. It was like, can I see the system underlining behind this? So that
okay.
was easy to pick up. And then you being pragmatic, like fuck school, like school is worthless. I was in school, I didn't really
Oh my
care,
god, yeah,
had no purpose. So I mean, so you don't tell me what to do. That was all pragmatic. So the only type that's left is ENTP. If you're an
yeah,
INTJ, you wouldn't be talking. You'd be talking about you read one
yeah. I
book.
will be responding.
Well, you'd be
I would.
talking reading one book at a time. You'd be saying what I said.
Oh
Like
yeah.
one book front to edge. You won't be
Oh yeah, you're
reading
right.
3, 4, 5 books at one time.
You're right. They find the best possibility because they're NIUs, they're any dominance. They find the best possibility and they follow only one path,
One
just like
path.
a sniper. One
Mm-hmm.
sniper. Well, I mean, the sniper just goes one way, very quick. But shotgun is basically an E.
Mm-hmm.
Was like that. But yeah. Uh, my question is,
Mm-hmm. So
somebody
did you know
type
your
type.
type? Did you know your type before?
Yeah.
Oh, so you knew
I
you were
was
an
typed as
ENTP.
no. That's the thing. I was typed as ENFP. Do you
ENFP.
know? Yeah, and the guy was like, "You're very interest based," and I think he typed me as interest because the time I was with one of my, I used to chill with one of my friends for 2 years, one
You know who
year,
typed
I
your
think 1 year.
interest? Who typed your interest?
Yeah.
Who?
Who
Who?
typed me as interest? Well, he he posted on YouTube. He speaks in my language. His name is
Oh,
Grumpy Alien. Well,
oh.
yeah, he's very good at typing though. He's very good at typing. But the problem is, I think that was my problem because I used to chill with one of my friends that he used to be very interest based, very interest based. Like he used to go around people and just the people that he wants to achieve his goal.
Mm-hmm.
Like for example, he was very interested in making beats, songs, and he said, "Oh, I have to chill with people that are interested in songs, so I could learn from them. I could gain the knowledge from them."
Mm-hmm.
That's how interested he was. So then I used to chill with him. I I I basically got this mindset from him. I
Mm-hmm.
was like, yeah, I have to be around those people who know this. I have to be. I have to like basically gain from people. I have to always get interest. And then I was telling the guy who typed me. I was telling him, and he was like, "Yeah, that's very interest based. I don't see any system in you. I don't see any TI in you. All I see is FITE. Did I
Mm-hmm.
ever use TE when I was talking?
Uh, man, I'd have to
No,
go
because
back and
I mean,
look.
one example of when you use TI, you were saying like when you're a man, you have to be strong. You have to be the best version of yourself. I mean, that's like your own like thought process, or you were
Okay.
thinking of like your interpretation of the world. I mean, that's not FI. FI would be, I don't know.
What you value.
I mean,
Yeah.
one differentiating factor, and I have multiple, but is that you're pragmatic. I mean, there's no doubt
Yeah.
about that, and ENFP is affiliative. But another thing you said that comes from TI would be like, I have to get my intelligence higher so that I can learn everything that I can. That wouldn't be an objective of somebody who's like an ENFP. I mean, obviously, if they have any, they would want to learn things, but not
Mm.
they don't want to have all of the knowledge and like
Yeah, yeah, but isn't
and they might struggle with mechanics. They might really struggle. They might really struggle with being a mechanic because a mechanic is kind of more of a TI thing because you got to be understanding a lot of the corresponding principles behind
that's correct.
things that's in the car. But what I would say is like people make the mistake when they're looking at interest or systematic. Every human being on the planet is interest, right? Every human being is interest. But the systematic people look at things from a systematic point of view. Like, for instance, if I'm playing a video game, I'm trying to learn the system behind the video.
System to use a system. Yeah, I heard that as well. You and
See what I'm
Christian were
saying?
talking about
My
the video game.
interest, I am not interested in the dynamics or anything. I'm interested in the system behind something. So if we, whatever we play, whatever we do, I'm always looking for the system underlining behind it. You see what I'm
For
saying?
example, a
My
combo.
focus is always in the system.
For example, when you use a combo, the combo is a system by itself, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. So you
when
look
you're trying
at,
to like beat the person up in the game, in the video game, that's when you're trying to use a combo to beat him up. That's a small system
yes.
that you want to use. Yeah.
So like you can like if you're playing a fighting game is basically like chess, you know?
Exactly. Yeah.
You're basically playing chess. Like who makes bad moves here and can you capitalize? You know, but you know it's a little bit more, you know, fast paced, but it's the same underlining principle and system behind things.
Okay.
You know, like if you're playing a fighting game, especially when you get on like the very like competitive level, when you get in like the like championship tournament, it's very much chess. So like whenever I like that's what people need to realize. Like somebody can say an interest statement because every human is interest, but the thing is that people have a focus for systems. Okay, and if they're looking on the focus of a system, then they're systematic. Okay, if they're talking about like all the time, if they're basically like blind to systems, then you can tell that they're interest. Like they're just blind.
Even
Oh,
your comment about humanity, like systems that we're living in, people are closed-minded. They don't want like there's alternative ways to do things, and like people won't expand.
Okay.
Do things better. I mean, that's all. I mean, systematic thought process.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Wow, that's very interesting. You know, I got very familiar with the system very like I think a year ago. I wasn't really familiar with system at all. I didn't know like this following a system, the word system. I didn't even know what that means, to be honest. I just learned it very recently and I did some research because I found it very interesting. I found it interesting. Then I saw it's in the MBTI as well. It's in MBTI like systematic interest. Some people find interest people very manipulative because they're just trying to get interest from you. You get what I'm saying? Like the ESFP girl you were talking about, Mercer.
Yeah, she's. I mean, but it's like it's pragmatic interest, so it's like in your fucking face. Like she's always calling me, like, oh, she needs to get in a club, you know, or she needs to do something. And I'm like, yo, get the
Well, have you
fuck
got
out of
something to
here.
do for me? Have you got something to do for me?
Yeah,
Every
you
time,
know,
bro.
like it's always like that. It's like blatant in your face, like I don't know. They just feel like they could just use people. I don't know what the fuck it is.
I
And
know.
when I figure out like somebody's trying to do that, I get even angrier. Like I don't know what it is, but it just calls me to go crazy.
I know. I think it's no. I thought it's maybe because of the FI inferior, bro. I don't know.
I don't know. I just feel being used. It just drives me crazy. I don't know, Shelly. Do you feel the same way? If someone's like interest trying to get somebody,
Oh yeah, that's annoying as hell.
yeah, it's like goddamn fucking. But they're like disgusting interest. Like they don't even try to fucking hide it. Like you already know. Like my cousin called me yesterday. He's SFP. He calls me yesterday. It's like, hey man, this girl. He's like, this girl wants to see me, man. Is it cool if I come by your place? I knew exactly what this motherfucker wants to do. He's calling me so he can use my place to hang out with the girl. I know what his interest is. It's like, you disgusting motherfucker. Like, like he's only calling me to you, you know. But you know, you gotta love people, man. You gotta love people.
Yeah, man. You have to. Yeah, you have to love it.
Got any other questions, man?
Well, no. I think I'm happy about everything that you just said. Thank you for typing me, Mercer
No
and
problem,
Shelly.
man.
Thank you.
Hey, it was a pleasure, man. See you
Both.
around. Shelly, we got
See
two
ya.
more typing sessions, motherfucker. So don't go nowhere, Shelly.
Two. What are you springing a third one?
Oh, Shelly, I'll see you in 18 minutes, Shelly. Goodbye.
See ya.
Bye.